Welcome to Frywall Fridays. Today we're making fried shallots, an amazing topping for soups, salads, burgers, and just about anything else. It's really easy to make and it adds an incredible fragrance and crisp to your food. You're going to love making these and you're going to love having them on hand at all times. Let's get started. So we have about 4 largish shallots and we're going to start by peeling them. Shallots do sting, I would say more than even onions. You can help that a little bit by putting them in the fridge for a couple hours before starting. You definitely want to use a sharp knife, but you're going to cry a little bit doing this, which is not necessarily a bad thing. A good cry once in a while never did anybody much harm. We're going to leave the end of the shallot here attached because we're going to cut these up both with a knife and with a mandolin. And when you're doing a mandolin, it's nice to have a little tip there to hang on to when you're slicing. We want to slice the shallots very thinly, and we can do that either with a knife or with a mandolin slicer. We have here my favorite trusty V slicer that I got many years ago, and have it on the thinnest setting. Now you want to be very careful, obviously, not to slice your fingers. As we get further and further down, you'll see me get a little bit nervous and definitely slow down. I'm going to call that good enough right there. You can see we have beautiful, nice, even slices. And we'll continue on with the rest of our shallots. So we're going to add about 1.5 cups of vegetable oil to a cold pan. And then scrape in the shallots. And now we're going to turn the heat to medium-high. The shallots are not completely submerged in the oil at this point, but don't worry. As the shallots cook down, they're going to lose moisture and volume, and before you know it, they're going to be completely inside the oil. I don't need to baby this too much at first, but I do want to move the shallots around so that they cook evenly. After a few minutes, you'll see large bubbles starting to form. That's the water evaporating. The shallots will keep doing this for a while, and it might seem like this is going nowhere, but keep a close eye. At some point the shallots are going to start browning, and when they do, you're going to have to move pretty quickly. Okay, these are starting to brown, and you'll see they're going to change color pretty quickly here. You want to stir a lot at this point to make sure nothing burns. And as soon as the rings start to turn to medium brown, they're coming out. Okay, I think we're there. Okay, at this point, these need to come out pretty quickly because otherwise they're going to go from crispy to cremated in a flash. Okay, these look pretty great, and they smell great too. So the last step is just going to be to drain off that oil. It's delicious shallot oil that you can use for stir fries or salads. You just want to pass it through a sieve and into a fireproof bowl or a pot. These things are going to add a terrific little crisp to our salad here. Bon appetit.